This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2024 Salem FSX, model number 178BHSK. So this is kind of a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? Starting off here, we have a little outside kitchen. Excuse me, refrigerator over here, and then you have a griddle right here. Okay, so thing to remember is you have this quick connect LP hose right here, if you can see that. This end hooks up to here, and then this end hooks up underneath right there. So you have to plug it in before you can use it. But it hooks right up to the trailer's LP system. This is just an outside shower. You have on-demand water, on-demand hot water, I should say. So once you call for water, it'll give you a non-stop flow of it. Okay. These extra caps are for low points. Things like that on the trailer. I don't know, you can tell us tomorrow if you want it winterized or what you want. It's not winterized right now, but if you want us to, we'll do it tomorrow when you pick up, okay? Because it's getting pretty close to that time of year. We're about there. Okay, so you have a power awning with LED strip, of course. This is the vent for your range hood. If you're venting to the outside, you always want that flapping freely, that baffle. This is the city water, the fresh water tank fill, right? Most common way to get water to the trailer is the city water hookup. But if you're camping someplace that doesn't have city water, you're boondocking or whatever, you can pre-fill this tank and then use the outboard pump to pump the water. Okay? You're getting a hitch with this, so this is a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. We'll show you how that works when you pick up. This is just a hookup. If you wanted to add a portable solar panel to charge your battery, it's just a little kit you could buy. This one's made by Go Power. It would plug in right there. Okay. You have a deep cycle marine battery, LP tank. That's the kill switch for your battery right there if you want to shut it off. Okay, there's your crank for your stabilizers. Slide room. This is your 30 amp 30 foot cord, shore cord / power cord. Here's the city water hookup right here, so this is the most common way to get water to the trailer right there. This is your black tank flush. You have your valves on here, your black tank valve, which is toilet water and waste, and your gray valve, which is sink and shower water. After you dump your black valve, you can leave the valve open like it is now, hook the hose at the dump station right under there, and it'll spray out the inside of your black tank and clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. Okay? Cable through. You have this housing tells us it's pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera kit if you're interested. We sell them here. You can get them elsewhere, but just make sure you get the kit that fits that housing. This is just a hookup for a ladder option. If you wanted to purchase a telescoping Lippert ladder, that would go right on there. Also, while we're looking up, keep in mind that the manufacturer states you should inspect the roof every 90 days, so you want to keep after everything that's happening to the roof. Make sure there's no damage by low branches or road debris or anything like that. So you can't see what's happening up there unless you look, so every 90 days it should be part of your regular maintenance. Okay? Alright. Come inside here where it's warm. Alrighty. Okay, so this is your monitor panel. So you have your slide room right there, button, and then you have your power awning button here. Never leave it out unattended. Your water pump, if you remember I told you could pump water out of the fresh water tank. If you didn't have city water, that's where you turn the pump on. That's also used to winterize the trailer. Your battery, your tank levels all right here, okay? Let's see which way to go. We'll go this way. First of all, you have this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. So it detects leaks and carbon monoxide buildup. So it should always be green like it is now. If it's not green, get it serviced and if necessary replaced, okay? It's very important, obviously. Here, this is your solar controller. You have a solar panel on the roof. So this top right button is the only one you really have to pay attention to. Your battery's already been selected. It shows you in lights how charged your battery is. We're almost charged right now. It's pretty close. So right now it's telling us we've got 13.4 volts in the system, which is perfect. If we push it again, we're gaining 0.7 amps from the sun. It's a overcast, cloudy day. It's getting later in the afternoon, so that's low. But sometimes, depending on the conditions of the weather conditions outside, the position of the sun in the sky, all that stuff, all those factors, you know, you could be getting 7.5 or whatever. It just tells you how many amps are being how much sunlight. Let's see, how many amps are being converted from the sunlight and stored in your battery. Okay. If I push it again, it gives 10.1, which are amp hours. That's how much you have in storage. Push it again, you're back to voltage. So it shows you 3 different screens. Now, if it says FUL and it's flashing, that's just telling you that there's no more storage. There's no more room in your battery to store any more electricity, so it shut the system off. But as soon as the amp level drops in your battery, it'll go right back to these 3 screens again. So, okay, that's the solar controller. There's also an app for that if you're interested. Okay, so let's go this way now. Well, you have a Bluetooth speaker here, obviously. This is your range hood. I showed you that you could open the baffle outside if you're going to be running the fan. So make sure you do that. You have a light here also. Microwave works like any other microwave. It's your two burners, your cooktop. These are simply you just turn it on and push it in to spark it. So you just turn it and then spark it. Okay? You have a light here too if you're interested. That's the furnace down there. The thermostat for the furnace is right here. I'm about to shut it off anyway because it's getting pretty hot. So when you shut it off, you listen for the click. You want to hear that. It'll still keep running for a minute or two, but that's just finishing the cycle, okay? Alrighty. This is your on-demand water station here. So you can turn it on right here. You can see it's you can set however you want it, 115, whatever. That's pretty common. But nevertheless, you can change from Celsius to Fahrenheit if you want, or from Fahrenheit to Celsius if you want. Now this will not work if there's no water. Let's say you're not hooked up to city water, or you don't have water in your tank and your water pump's on. It won't work. It's a safety device, right? But if you do have water in your tank with the pump on, or more commonly city water, you'll just turn on the hot water demand. You'll turn on the valve, and it'll start heating up the water instantly. So it's great for showers, obviously. So that's on-demand water heater. This is your 12-volt DC refrigerator. So that's what that is with freezer. Of course, you have 2 bunks. Your bathroom, sink and shower work like any other sink and showers. You have a GFCI in here. Just keep in mind that all the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI, even the one on the outside. So if you're using something outside and it pops, you're going to reset it in here. Okay. Your toilet right here, it says over a black tank like they all do, and there's a flush pedal right there. The thing to remember is you can't use it dry. By dry, I mean without chemical and water in it. So once you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, then you'll come in here, you'll put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, and you'll step on the pedal. Water will come swirling in, right? And you just step on that long enough to put about a gallon of water into the black tank below along with the chemical. Not less than a gallon, but at least a gallon. So you could use more if you want. Then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, the smell will be terrible, plus it'll get clogged up. So you always want to have a dose of chemical and at least a gallon of water in there before you start using it. Okay? Alrighty, and you have a fan, obviously. You have another one here. I just walked past. So you have another exhaust fan here. Your table can be removed and drop down to these cleats, and this area can be turned into a bed, of course. So that's another place to sleep. You have your Murphy bed over here. You're just going to jackknife this flat, right? And then the mattress will come down, and you've got a bed, and you can reclaim the space during the day and have a nice couch. And it makes it seem like a much bigger trailer. So that's good. This is your battery. I took it out because we were prepping the trailer and burning the manufacturing oils off the furnace, so now it's all set. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Air conditioner has the controls right on it. You have a mount for your a TV if you want to put a TV here. You always want this green. You can shut it off, but you always want it green when you're using the antenna. So your TV hooks up to here, plugs in there. And this is if your family uses a lot of Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi, you can go to kingconnect.com and look at the kits here for a Wi-Fi signal booster. It would consist of a router that goes inside and an antenna that goes on the roof. So that's just another pre-wired option, but if you use a lot of public Wi-Fi, it's a really good signal booster, okay? Alrighty. I think we've got it. This is your power converter down here. So this converts AC to DC power. So right here you have your circuit breakers here. These are 110 AC circuit breakers like you'd have at home, and then they're labeled here. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here, and you got a 12 volt DC fuses here, right? And they're all labeled. And so what happens is when you're plugged in shore power, it'll check how much energy your battery needs up front, the one sitting on the tongue, and it'll send as many amps necessary to keep your battery charged. Of course, when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle will charge your battery. When you're plugged in to shore power, your power converter will charge your battery. And then periodically, as able to, the solar panel will be sending 12 volts to your battery also. Okay? So that's the power converter right there. Alrighty. The rest is just storage stuff. You've looked at it already, I'm sure. Always travel with this shut. I still have to get your keys and bring them up here, it looks like. Okay. So I guess that covers it then. Okay. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof every 90 days. You're going to look for separation. Any place you see caulk on the roof, you look for separation and cracking where water could get through. Look at the roofing attachments and roofing material. Make sure there's no damage to them by, let's say, low branches or road debris. That sort of thing. It should be done on a regular basis. You're just protecting your investment, okay? Okay, thank you very much.